In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what your future spouse is doing these days. If you've been around, you know who I am. Feel free to skip right to your reading and I will see you there. If you're brand new to this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. My name is Jacey. I'm an energy reader, and this channel is all about connecting with your highest divine self. If you're also completely new to pick a card readings on this wonderful YouTube land, all you have to do is pick a number between 1 over here or pile number 2, pile number 3, whatever deck you're most drawn to. And once you've chosen your number or your deck, go down to the description box below, click on the timestamp correlating the number that you've chosen, and that is where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Pile number 1, how are we all doing? Let's find out what your special person or your future spouse is up to these days. What is pile number 1's person up to these days? If you're looking for private readings, you can find that in my Etsy shop in the link below. So pile number 1, your person, what your future husband or your future wife is doing these days, pile number 1, is that this person is gathering her or his, just for simplicity of this reading, I'm just going to go by one, I'm just going to say he or him, because most of you guys are females watching this, so take it, convert it into how it resonates to you. If you're a man watching this and you're looking, or if you're, if you're looking for a female, then switch it to her and she. So this person, pile number 1, your future spouse, your darling, dear person, these days what they're doing is they are working on they're literally working on their power in life. They're working on their confidence. Everything that has to do with their self-worth, that's what they're working on. They are actually quite in tune with their inner selves. They are aware that they have things that they're lacking. So they want to be in a place where they even feel worthy for your love, for your presence, for your energy in their life. Because at this point in time, they're simply not ready. I mean, if they were ready and you were ready, then you guys would be together at this point, but you guys aren't. So there's something that is not clicking at this moment. I mean, this is what this reading is implying, is your future spouse, what they're doing right now. And they are working deeply, actually, with their soul. They're quite in self-reflection mode these days. Power. So yes, they're working on their self-worth. They're working on being their best potential version of themselves, which is amazing. Some people coast on by in life, not really doing anything even remotely like this, but they're actually actively working on their worthiness for a better life, a partner, for you, for a more abundance. I see that because we also have the balance card that came out. So they're developing and progressing in as many areas as possible. Some people are very just focused on finances and getting their coin and neglecting everything else, like respecting other people, your manners. How about that? Why don't we work on our manners and being kind to each other? How about that? But this person, pile number 1, they do work on all of those. They work on every aspect of life where they see that they can improve. So, they want to work on self-worth. Keeps coming up here because I think they understand that that is the bottom line of what lifts them up eventually. If they feel worthy of more things in life, it has a ripple effect in everything that this person, touches. So, they're working on their family relationships, they're working on their finances, they're working on confidence, they're working on self-esteem. They are quite in a era of intense self-development. these days. That's what your person is doing. And let's see, we have Destiny card, and that speaks about them wanting to be more and more in alignment with what they're meant to do on this planet. And I find that the more that this person is experiencing their life, they realize what their true purpose is the better that they feel, the more in alignment they are. Because we see this very cheerful, joyous energy that I'm picking up on your person as well, that they feel super in aligned and they feel worthy and powerful, all those great things, and they feel supported by the universe, all those great things when this person is having a good time. So they're working on their mood, they're working on their mental health, because I just pulled a card about this card. To me implies that this person is going through more so like facing their demons. Well, that makes sense because your person in general is very much self-reflective. So they're looking deeply inwards, that little candle that seems to be lit, but it's lit by demons, this person is so deep in reflection, period. Let's see what else we can pick up on when it comes to pile number one's person. So, interesting. So we have all these self-reflective cards, self-development cards, finding their worth again, they're going through something. They're going through something that may have triggered this deep state of reflection. They have been suffering. Who knows what they've been suffering? It could be a loss of a family member. It could have been a terrible experience with a dating experience. It could be that. I feel like it's one or the other. Oh, you know what? There's 3 possibilities here. Yeah, loved one, like a family member, a loss of a pet, a loss of someone that they were dating. And so they're just grieving. Not just, but they are grieving right now, period. And it's caused this ripple effect of wanting to understand what they're meant to do on this planet, who they're meant to become, what they want in life. And on top of having more revelations of what they want in life, they are also manifesting and creating those things that they want in life to make it a thing. Hold on. Did that make any sense? I feel like I brain farted there for a sec, but say for example, they realize they really actually want to have a home life, like a house or a condo or place that they want to begin maybe planting the seeds of potentially creating a family, making the space for you, for a partner, for a life. And that means cleaning up their space. It means saving up to buy that property. It means a lot of things if they want something, And, in a simpler example, if they're having a revelation of wanting to be in a better health, then it means doing things to get to that state of better health, so they are actively working on these things that he or she is coming up with these days. A lot of revelations. They are very inward these days. At the same time, they're trying to balance this inner reflection with having a good time, because they have been suffering in silence and grieving about something. So let's see. Oh, this is so relevant to the reading so far. We have the waiting game. So they're planning, they are reflecting, they are deeply reflecting, they are grieving, they are healing, they are doing their best to stay on track with being more uplifted and joyful, so that they understand that being depressed just slows everything down. So yes, they have grieved, they have been super extremely deeply hurt and sad by something, but they also know that they need to be in a place where they are happy and joyful, and so that they can be in synchronicity with the universe, so that they can, you know, experience the next greatest thing for them. At the same time, you know, I feel like there is a level of masculinity in this person where they are also actively working on creating the material necessities to reach his or her goals, and that there is a process that needs to take place for these things to happen. You know, you can't put an apple tree seed and expect apples to grow tomorrow. They understand that. They understand that things need time to grow and that they need to nurture it as well. So that's sort of the mindset and what they're absolutely going through quite a bit these days. It's very how do I say it? It feels transformative. It feels like a transformative time. They're having a lot of moments of, they're learning quite a bit about life and themselves, and how the nature of how people works, and the nature of how life works, and what it means to build something that is worthy of building. That's reading half for guys, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, help me boop that like button, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post every single week. I'll see you around. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. How are we all doing? Let's find out what your person is doing these days. This is your future husband, your future wife. We're tuning into your divine counterpart, what they are up to these days. If you guys are looking for a personal private reading, you can find that in my Etsy shop in the description box below. Oh, honey, pile number 2, your person is a little bit on the struggle bus right now. But it's like they're taking things slowly. They're at a slower pace of life right now. Yeah, they are not really vibing on this whole life thing right now. They are taking the time to themselves and being depressive, I want to say. Although there is a balancing act here, they know they're worthy of the greatest things in life. You have the 9 of Pentacles and you have the Strength card. This is a person that knows that they're the shiz. They know that they are kind of hot. They know they are a catch. They have this kind of snarky confidence to their personality. They're a little cocky, I want to say. Sometimes overly confident, actually. But where they are in their life, pile number 2, is that they had this Hierophant moment where they had to, I don't feel like they went through something tragic. They didn't go through something super wild, but something has happened where it has caused them to slow down with things, you know. They don't feel like they're fully in the loop. They feel as though they don't have the full picture of something. So they're taking their life a bit slower. Also, they're just kind of exhausted. Actually, I can feel their energy. They feel really they don't have energy. They want to do a whole lot of nothing. And they have moments, they're not depressed, but I feel like they have depressive moments. So this is not to say that this is their personality. Their personality is that they actually are quite confident in themselves. They don't need to work on their confidence. They're extremely confident individuals. It's just that what they're up to these days is that they're feeling a little drained. They're feeling a little exhausted. They're feeling a little burnt out. You know, so what else is pile number 2 going through these days? They are, while they're just taking their time, while they're just chilling and recovering and recouping their life force energy, they're really money-oriented people, pile number 2. They have King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles paired with the Strength card. Your person is a successful individual. If I pick number 2, if you guys pick number 2, I would not be worried about finances when it comes to partnering with this person. This person is good with money. This person is a lucky horseshoe when it comes to success and wealth, generational wealth. This person they're smart, they're intelligent when it comes to knowing how to deal with money, period. They not only are they good at finances, they know how to handle it. And they can have this foresight of how to manage business things. 6 of Swords. What else is pile number 2's future husband or wife up to these days? What is their future divine partnership going through these days? They are really focused on their career, their money, they're not thinking about anything else besides their coin these days. Pile number 2, they are only spending time with people that they feel absolutely equally good about. I feel like they must have gone through some things in their past where they have let people walk over them. They are frivolously spending time with people that they shouldn't be spending their time on, and they have moved away from that. They have turned their back away from spending time with people that they shouldn't spend time on, and they are only spending time with people that are meaningful to them, that give them energy, that meet them, that, you know, are equal in the connection. You know, if you give them a gift, then they're gonna receive something back. It's that give and take in anything, you know, even in friendships, in any, even acquaintanceships. You know, if you do something for someone, then it's almost like it's an unspoken, okay, well, you owe me one kind of thing. It's not usually spoken so blatantly like that, but you can feel there is this equilibrium when it comes to a connection with another human being. You know, you do something for them, then they do something for you. It's this really healthy give and take, you pour into me and I pour into you kind of dynamic when it comes to healthy friendships and building healthy connections with other lovely human beings in this lovely, beautiful life that we are in. 6 of Swords. I feel like in this type of energy, they have turned their back away from a lot of things, and they have come to some really deep realizations of what is worth their energy, period. I feel like I'm saying period a lot in this energy, so they must be kind of cutthroat. It's like a soft cutthroat energy where they're not being mean about it. They just don't feel like they need to spend time on some things that they used to spend time on. They are in tune. They are more in tune now than ever before with their emotions. And they're finally having more respect for themselves almost, where before they would ignore their own emotions and feelings about some situations, and now they fully listen to their emotions and how they feel about things. If they don't feel like doing something here, then they're not going to do it. If they feel like expressing something, then they're going to say it. If they want to focus on their career, they're really focused on their career right now, I have to say. When you meet this person, they're going to be in a really good financial position. And their future is looking secure. We have more Pentacles cards. Pile number 2. Your person is a money bag. If a person could resemble a money bag, it's your person. I don't get the sense that this person is going to be so focused on career their whole life. This feels like an era. It feels like a moment. It feels, and it's not just a quick moment, it feels like a solid moment that they're having right now with their relationship with money, and they're just having a really good time. They're on a roll. They're tapped into their purpose. They're creating the resources that they would like and that they're destined for actually too in this lifetime. They are being in tune. Not only are they focused on their wealth and their empire, essentially, they're also balancing all of this with their connection with their God. I say that because we have Queen of Cups, Five of Wands, also the Hermit card, also, points to that inward connection with the divine. At the same time, they're okay to be left out of things. They're okay to not show up to things because they're just a bit tired. And what gives them life is seeing their empire grow. What gives them life these days is feeling more stable in their own 2 feet. What gives them life is them taking care of themselves. What gives them life these days is acknowledging their own intuition and their own emotional, their feelings about everything. There's so much more they're working on their attunement to how they truly deeply feel. This person, I feel like in the past, has that super pushover kind of Libra, unhealed Libra energy where it's super people pleasing. It's very yes man, like let's yes to everything. You're inviting me out, of course I'll come, when you really don't want to go, but you're gonna go anyway. So they're canceling all that out. They know it doesn't work. They have and they knew these people were not good for them. Okay, what's going on? Pile number 2, your person has just received another Pentacles card. It blows my mind how many Pentacle cards are on the spread. I've been doing readings for a minute this year so far, and I don't think I've done a reading with this much Pentacles cards in a while. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? So everything when it comes to wealth and building finances and security and stability and financial structure, it feels like this person is admiring themselves. And the reason why they're so focused on coins, because everything else in life seems to be exhausting them low-key, high-key. So, they are admiring themselves and what they have achieved, and they're also planning ahead on what they would like to achieve next. They are only spending time with people that value them equally and give to the friendship and connection in a way that energizes them, because they have nothing more to give. They can only spend time with people that have equal amounts to give back, and they're, you know, that's the only thing that can be sustained. You have Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. They are building generational wealth. They are working on things that will support their lifestyle for many, many years to come, for decades to come. You know, they are in a position where they're on their way. They're already, I feel like they're halfway through this whole money era. So they're on a really good route. They have found their path when it comes to career, and they're solidly on it. They are deeply in the journey of living out their purpose. They're not over here experimenting on anything. They have figured out what they want to do in this life, and they are committed and making it happen. That's what your person is doing these days. I feel like, oh, okay, yeah. So, you know, all these things that point to them going through whatever they have gone through, it almost feels irrelevant because they have accepted it and are in the process of successfully moving on from it. So they're letting go of a lot of old belief systems and way of being that they are letting go of. So they're in like it's not super transformative, but it is transformative nonetheless. You know, they have turned over a new leaf in their life and in their even personality. They have turned over a new leaf in realizing who is worthy of their time, who are their friends, who are not their friends, who is a good person in their life and who is not a good person in their life. They have figured out a lot of things, and they see very clearly right now in their life. So that's a reading I have for you guys, pile number 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Help me boop that like button if you enjoyed this reading, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post every single week. I'll see you in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to this channel. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Let's find out what your future husband or future wife is doing these days. Your divine counterpart, what are they up to? If you're looking for private readings, you can find that in my Etsy shop in the description box below. Okay, pile number 3, your person is in a place where they're having fun, they are experimenting, they're playing around, they're doing everything that they can to feel like they're in the sun. And not only are they actively trying to do things that make them feel good, they're actually in a place where their God, the divine, wants them to feel good. And I feel like there's some drama going on in their life. It's not too dramatic, but it feels like there's a lot going on. They're juggling between two things. They're juggling between two potential career opportunities. Oh, that's why. This is the drama. So when it comes to career and when it comes to what they want to do with their life, they're juggling between two things right now, and they're not sure which one is good for them. So they're experimenting. They're being experimental. They're trying this, they're trying that. They're talking to people to get their opinions. I feel like their energy is, I feel like it's a little bit all over the place, but it's meant to be all over the place right now. It doesn't feel chaotic. It just feels right. It feels like their energies are scattered, but it's meant to be scattered right now. This is simply the journey that they are on. You know, they are over here talking to this person. They're over there checking out this opportunity. They're over there shopping. I don't know, they're trying out this restaurant and going over here and going over there. That's what it feels like, you know. And also I feel like some of you guys, your person is traveling right now as well, you know. It's that all over the place kind of thing. So they recently went through a heartbreak. I do want to point that out as well. And it's like they're trying to keep themselves distracted as well. They're trying to keep themselves distracted from the heartbreak that they've experienced. They're healing from the heartbreak. On top of that, it just feels like so much is going on, but it doesn't feel like it's unnecessary. It feels like it's necessary. It's a part of their growth. It's a part of what they are doing with their life right now. Knight of Cups. So they're emotional people. It doesn't feel like they're being more emotional than they usually are. They are emotional people, period, like on a baseline. Polymer 3, what are they going through right now? Yeah, okay, so I see them talking to, they're kind of confused. They're confused. They're trying to see where life is leading them. You know, your person, it's quite simple actually, Polymer 3. I'm trying to describe this type of person that is just a little bit lost, but they're not frantic, they're not panicky, they're just in a place where they feel like they want to socialize. They're kind of being social butterflies right now. It's like a phase, we've all experienced this phase in life. It's when you're feeling like going out, you're feeling like talking to people, you're feeling like coming up with a plan, you feel like, you know, you've experienced something so heavy. This person, your future spouse, recently has gone through something that was kind of really emotionally painful. If it doesn't feel fresh though, that's why I say it in the way that I say it. It's not fresh. It feels a little bit happened, not recently, but not all the way in the back. It feels like it happened 4 to 6, maybe 8 months ago. It's fresh, but not really anymore. So now they're over here still healing. It's still there, the emotional pain, you know, of whatever they went through. But at the same time, they're in a place in life where they're not sure how to get out of a situation, although they can get out of a situation really easily. They're overthinking that a little bit. But they're not stuck. It feels so, I feel like I'm describing 100 people right now. That the energy feels scattered. They are, and this is meant to be. This is simply the phase that they're on. They're out and about. They're showing up to places. They are talking to people. They are hanging out with their friends. They are spending time watching Netflix and movies. They are journaling and thinking about this idea and that idea. They're doing they're following their intuition, and they actually feel like they're meant to do this too. It's not like they are completely lost. I feel like there is some level of confusion and not sure what's going on in life. There is that aspect in this, but they also feel like they're meant to do this as well. They are, you know, they're thinking about opportunities and experimenting with this and that, but at the same time, they know what they want in life. They have a vision in their mind of what they want to do with their business, but I feel like they're just thinking about it right now. It doesn't feel like they're working on it right now. It feels more so that they are imagining these scenarios in their mind and working on manifesting that into physical plane. That's what it feels like. Yeah, they're spending time with friends. They are hanging out with their homies. They're doing their thing, whatever their hobbies are. They're going on hikes or rock climbing, whatever it is that they do, they are doing their hobbies these days. And they're experimenting even with their diet. It feels, the whole theme of this reading, pile number 3, is that they are experimenting with life, period. So let's see if I can get anything more. Pile number 3, what is their future spouse doing? Okay, so I feel like I've repeated myself a few times, and we're going to repeat myself again in another way. They are getting clear on what it is that they want to do next. They are allowing energies to come into their energetic body because they're being playful. They're feeling how this feels. They're feeling how that feels. And this will help them make a decision of what the next path should be. You know, they're allowing themselves to be out there and allow life to show them what the next path is. They're not decided on a path. They're embracing what life has to offer right now, and life is showing them a lot of things. They're being really open and receptive to the different experiences of life. They are, very much open and just allowing life to happen and unfold before them. Look at all these hands, look at all these energies, look at all this stuff, all these different things that your person is experimenting with. They, on top of all of that, they are making sure that they are feeling good, that they're going around with clean energy. You know, people are enjoying their energy when it comes to outside people experiencing them. They can also feel that. It feels a little scattered, but it feels playful and experimentative. It feels very curious. It feels like someone that is being an explorer in life. It feels like, you know, they are on purpose. They are looking and reviewing what is right for them and what's not right for them. Like, does this give me energy, and is that person over there depleting my energy? Okay, well, that doesn't work. And does this job make me feel just awful? Then that job's not for me. Does this idea sit right in my soul? Okay, yes, it does. Okay, let's look into that a bit more. They're flowing. They are seeing what feels right to them. This person, pile number 3, they are very trusting of the flow of life. I wouldn't be surprised if they have quite a bit of water placements, because this is very, I'm just gonna flow down this river and see where it takes me. And they're very trusting of the flow of life as well. They are breathing through the process. They are quite open-minded right now with life. They're open to hearing out perspectives, ideas, all of that. I'm going to stop pulling cards because it's all saying the same thing in a different way. Divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. So they are wishing for guidance. They're wishing, you know, this person that we're tuning into right now, they're trying to find themselves. They're in a stage of finding themselves again. I don't feel like this is their first time trying to find themselves, like a 18, 19-year-old. I feel like this person, and the number is quite irrelevant, but I'm just giving you an example. So this person has experienced different stages of their life, and I feel like they're just going through a stage and a phase in their life. Like as humans, we go through a stage like this multiple times. We're going to be experimenting. We're going to be open and receptive to new energies, and this person is quite in the thick of that right now. So I hope that made sense. And I hope you like this reading as well. If you did, help me boop that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post every single week, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now.